What is up, calculus students? Guys, there's 4 days to go. 4 days to go. Today, I'm going to talk about the test format. Make sure you're on the up and up there. And I'm also announcing the grind sesh. We will have a special weekend grind sesh. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12:30. Please email me if you'd like to grind. Some of you, I don't think, are grinding as much as you should be. Maybe a Saturday morning grind sesh is going to get you going so that you can grind the rest of the weekend in preparation for our test on Monday at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Monday. All you need is a pencil and a pen and your computer. Don't be afraid, guys, to use the sheets of paper that they're going to give you because you have to write down how to do all the problems, okay? The test is really two tests for the price of one. The first test is the multiple choice test. Part A is no calculator, 30 questions in 60 minutes. You should have been doing these practice multiple choice tests so that you know how many questions and how many minutes. If you do not have extra time, time is a factor. It is easier to harder in terms of questions, generally, but there are easy to get right problems later that some consider hard, but you could do if you know how to do it. So don't assume you can't do the end of the first 30 questions. Don't assume that the beginning of the first 30 questions are all easy, okay? It's generally easier to harder. Guys, you should be practicing these multiple choice tests online. You should know how you have to write down and do a bunch of steps on these extra sheets of paper to get your answer. Make sure you are practicing doing your multiple choice online. Then we have the second part, which is your calculator. So you'll be able to pull up Desmos like you've been on the practice test. You have 15 questions to do in 45 minutes. Much easier to complete. But just don't forget about you can accumulate things in your calculator. Usually, like in part A, you get all like taking the antiderivative and you're plugging in B and you're plugging in A. And you're all into antiderivatives. And then like part B, you're like, oh, shoot, I can't take the antiderivative. What do I do? You could accumulate, type in an integral into your calculator. Accumulate a derivative, it tells you the change in the original function, okay? Then we move into free response. 2 questions in 30 minutes with your calculator. Time will be a factor. It's been a factor for students in the past. The first section of both tests, time is a factor, whether it's 30 questions in 60 minutes or it's these 2 questions in 30 minutes. Again, don't forget that when you accumulate a derivative, it gives you a change in the function and you need a starting point. Remember, you can subtract if you're going backwards or vice versa. This is the same as this. Be cool with that. Be ready for motion. And then we go and finish off with 4 questions, free response, no calculator, 60 minutes. Now, yes, question 3, part A is usually part easier than part B, than part C, part D. Parts usually get easier to harder. However, guys, this is different than the multiple choice. The question types aren't necessarily easier than harder. Make sure you get to question number 6. Don't assume that if 3 was hard, 4 is hard, that 5 and 6 are going to be harder. No, it does not go like that. Question order easier to harder. Each question, the parts are usually easier to harder, but you got to make sure you get to all the questions. You got to make sure you get to all the parts. Don't just assume, oh, I'm not going to be able to do question 6. Okay. And remember that you can do things by hand. Remember the keys to calculus: derivatives, find a rate of change; accumulation by using antiderivatives to find a change in total. Don't forget the basics of our function analysis. A derivative being positive, the original function is increasing. The second derivative being positive, first derivative increasing, function is concave up, okay? The free response is the difference maker, guys. I've told you that before. You should do at least 2 multiple choice practice tests. Try to get to know which questions you got wrong and why. Some of the questions on those practice tests are a little bit harder than I think what you're going to see on the actual AP exam. But then you need to grind out free response. Redo the final, redo 2024 and 2023. Keep going back multiple years. Be confident that whatever free response question you see, you'll know how to do, okay? And please email me if you are wanting to attend a Saturday morning grind sesh. I don't care if it's one of you. email me if you would like to attend, and I'll be there for that one person. But hopefully it's more than just one, and we can do some problems together. Okay. Love y'all. 4 days left. Peace.